I'm gonna try to look in the middle. The middle of what the distance between these two cameras and hope that that does a little something. It probably won't, but it is what it is. Here we go, okay? You guys are along this journey with me. Nevertheless, hi Sewcialites. I hope everybody is doing well. This video will not be very long. There will definitely be a part 2 to this video at some point. We are doing an unboxing, if you will. This one's a little different. So if you do not know, I have been diving into a new, I don't want to call it a hobby because I feel like that diminishes it, but I've been diving into the space of photography, videography, digital media work. Okay. If you don't know, I do a lot of that for my day job. I also do it for my church now. And I've grown to really love being behind the camera. I've really been getting into this space and actually really loving it. And I'm learning that I'm going back and forth about whether or not I would like to actually invest in upgrading my camera. I don't know if that's something I want to do yet because it gets really expensive. I feel like at the end of this, I'm probably going to end up wanting to upgrade my lens first. I think that makes the most sense. But I decided to rent a camera to test out if this is something that I really like. Do we want to upgrade? Do we not? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? This upcoming weekend, I will be actually capturing some content and doing the media side, like photography, videography, for my friend's conference. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. This is my first time doing something like this, and I think I'm nervous because it's like having someone trust me in this space. I don't take it lightly, you know what I mean? And so she's very much like, girl, like I believe in you and what you're doing and what you want to do, and so yes, come capture the things. So I decided that this would be the perfect opportunity to rent like my quote unquote dream camera and dream lens so that I can really like operate in this space to the best of my ability. I'm hoping that between today and tomorrow, it gives me like a little bit of grace to like get adjusted to using a new camera. And you know, hopefully it's not like a huge learning curve because I am going from one Sony to another, just switching the type of Sony that it is. So I'm hoping that the information and knowledge that I've gained from my ZV-E10 will easily transfer to this particular one. And I'm hoping that it's not like a completely different interface and it's like having to learn something all over. I'm hoping it's not the case, but we'll see. So I decided to do a 7-day rental with LensRentals, LensRentals.com. And if I can get the box open, we don't want to rip the box because this is actually the box I was going to send this back in. Okay. Shorty's thick, okay? So I purchased a Sony A7IV. So comes in this Pelican case. I don't want to drop anything. This is the case that it comes in. This is the lens. So let's talk through what we got here. Oh, this is a hefty lens. Woo! So this lens is a 35 to 150 with the f-stop that goes as low as a 2/2.8, which when I was looking at like the type of shots that I typically do, I don't really go lower than like a 2 every once in a while. Like my lenses now, they're both Viltrox lenses and they do go down to a 1.8. I don't really do that often. So I felt like a 2 or 2.8 shouldn't be too bad. Now here's the thing, right? Because this lens has all these like other well, you can't see it right where you are. I'll zoom in, but it has all these other, it has like these buttons for like customs. What does this button do? Oh baby, look at that lens. Look at her. I'm not gonna lie, she thick. Okay, I'm a little intimidated, just a little bit. Okay, so we have a lens. It also came with a charger and the battery, which this battery is, I might actually order another battery on Amazon, I think, because I don't have this particular battery. My ZV-E10 takes a different battery. So I may order one today just to have, because I think it only came with one battery. And then this is the camera. This is the A7IV. She's much more lightweight than I thought she was going to be, which is fine. Does have a flip out screen, similar to my ZV-E10. The A7IV also has a dual memory card or SD holder, which is probably what that is on the side. So that way I can hold 2 memory cards. I don't have to worry about switching through, which I think is a great add to it. And this is a E-mount lens situation, which works out for me because my ZV-E10 is also an E-mount. So I'm able to use like the lenses that I actually have with this camera if I don't want to just use this one, because she is heavy. Okay. I'm honestly wondering like how this is going to work out, because I typically will have my Sony ZV-E10 with like a 56 millimeter or my 35 millimeter. I rarely use the kit lens, but I always have it on like a crossbody situation. This is heavy. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to realistically do that, but I'm not buying no accessories for this, okay? Because this ain't mine. So yeah, I rented this for a total of 7 days. For the camera and the lens together, plus their insurance, so if it were to get damaged or stolen, it was a total of like $311. Now, I know some people might be like,
girl, that is way too much money to be renting a camera and lens.
But in my opinion, it's really not. The camera by itself, like when I was like pricing, like how much it would cost, just for the body, I think it was like $2,000, a little over $2,000. This lens was about the same price, okay? It was about, I think it was maybe not 2,000, I'm probably exaggerating, but I feel like it was upwards $1,300, $1,500, somewhere around there. So for me to purchase both of these would have been well over $3,000.
It's a lot of doll hairs.
And I'm just not in a position to do that right now. Number one, I don't know if this is something that I'm really going to commit to. It's not making me no money, okay? Like, let's be honest. It's not I'm not in a space where I'm seeing a return on investment, right? Me purchasing the 2 lenses that I have, that wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't that expensive. It wasn't that expensive. I didn't spend anywhere near thousands of dollars for a lens. Okay, so for me, I feel like it has to make sense before I start investing into it. And $3,000, $4,000, I'm just not there yet. Okay, now if I start getting booked for different things, then we can have a conversation about it. So spending $311 for, and that included shipping. Okay, the shipping is like $35. So really I spent $2 something for 7 days. I don't think that's a bad deal for both of these, especially knowing how much it actually costs. So for me, it's not a problem. Other people might question it, but it is what it is. So for the next 7 days, I am going to give her this is a test drive, okay? I'm going to use her for, I keep saying her because that's just how I am. I'm going to use her for the event. I'm also going to film some YouTube content. I think this is the perfect opportunity. Maybe set up 2 cameras and try to do like a dual situation.
She, in fact, did not. do any of those things.
I'm going to use it at church. I'm going to try to get as much usage as I can out of it to really see, is this something that I want? I'm also going to use this Tamron with my ZV-E10 to see if, like, can I maybe just upgrade my lens instead of having to buy a new body, right? So we're going to play around, see what the options are, and see if it's worth it. And yeah, I will come back in 7 days.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Well, not 7 days, but like you'll see my experience throughout this. And then I'll give you like an overview of whether or not I think it's worth it, what I'm going to do moving forward, so on and so forth. If you have any other camera recommendations, let me know. I did a lot of research on different platforms with different type of creators. Some are content creators, some are videographers, some are photographers, some do portraits, some do weddings, some do event. Like, it was a range. Like, I watched a lot of videos, and for a lot of them, the Sony A7IV was like a common thing. The other option I think was like a Canon. I'm not really looking to switch from Sony to another company right now. I just don't want to do that. So when it came to the Sony cameras, the A7IV seemed to be the one that a lot of people were like, it's great for photography and video, which is where I'm at. I need something that can do both very well. And so this one was the one that seemed to be a good contender. So we're going to try it. Off the rip, I will say, I love the body of this. This sits out, and it's like, it has like a ridge, so you can hold it. I love this. This is such a small thing, but I love this, okay? Love it. My ZV-E10 is flat, so it does not have a grip, which makes it a little, not difficult, but that's just like a little added thing for comfort for me. So I feel more secure walking around with it in my hand. And I wonder if that will make a difference in when I talked about earlier how I always have a crossbody, because I can't like really grip it, and it's a little smaller. So it's hard to like hold it and do the things that I need to do. So off the rip, I'm already loving that. But for me, that's like bells and whistles, right? We're going to look at this from the perspective of like the things that you need in a camera, and then the bells and whistles. The fact that it has like such a great grip, that's a bell and whistle, okay? We ain't even gonna talk about that. Now, we're gonna turn this off, and we're going to connect Miss Tamron, honey. I mean, she is way heavy. Here we go. Turn her on. Look at that. So I have to go in and figure out how to change, like how to change the shutter speed, how to, yeah, it's on an auto. It's on an auto, and I want to change that because I want to do manual. Okay. I'm excited, guys. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm excited? She's beastie, okay? Beastie. But I like her. I knew this was going to happen. I'm going to spend some time learning the things of this camera, how to use her, where her stuff is. So far, I love how like things went with LensRentals. I do wish that like it was included like 2 batteries. Like, let's be realistic, okay? I think it should include 2 batteries. Like, and I'm sure it gave the option to rent a second battery, and I probably was not paying attention, so that is on me. But I just feel like it should just be a given to give 2 batteries with a camera. Like, is it just me? I don't know. I'm excited to be trying something new, to be learning something new, and to see where this journey takes me. I'm learning like what I like as a aspiring photographer. Like I have an idea of what my lane may or may not be. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from that. So follow along for the next 7 days as we dive into learning a new camera and probably falling in love with a new camera only to give it back.